So I've officially left Tokyo, traded the city for the mountains, chasing an authentic marathon monk life out in rural Japan. But before I can actually settle in here, I had a slight situation to deal with. Snow everywhere, no house, and absolutely no plan. Oh, and I also had to somehow train through this. So when we arrived last night, I was like, oh, this isn't too bad, all the roads are clear, light dusting of snow. Woken up to this. What am I getting myself into? This is insane, like every single road in the entire town is just snowed over. This is mad. Yeah, I was thinking like, what's everyone complaining about? The snow's not bad at all last night, and then I see, this is what happens when you get a little bit of snowfall. And by a little, I mean, I was fighting for survival about 10 minutes later. Lovely weather for a run. I'm actually going blind because of the snow. I can't actually see anything right now. I can't see the road. I don't know how I'm gonna make it back. This is insane. Oh. So nothing like a snowstorm to kickstart the Nanyo adventure. It's all part of the fun. But what won't be so enjoyable is if I'm sleeping rough out on the streets. So I better hurry up and find myself a crib. For the moment, I'm crashing in a local ryokan, which is a type of traditional Japanese hotel. And the brekkies don't come much more classic than this. An array of side dishes, fermented natto beans, aka the elixir of life, unlimited refills of rice, mystery pickled veg, yogurt, fruit, and some more healthy little treats, some boiled tofu and mushroom, fish, egg, and all the other accompaniments. Actually, you know what? Forget the house search. I think I'll just move into this place permanently. It would still be cheaper than rent back home in England. But after demolishing the entire thing, it was time to check out what else the hotel had to offer. And hello, what do we have here? A massage chair room. This is the ultimate runner's recovery haven. Full body relaxation. What more could you want? This is the thigh crusher mode. It's like I've been wheelchair bound. It's so painful. But remember, pain is just weakness leaving the body. So this is just what I needed after the morning's snow ploughing activities. Now you're probably wondering who's accompanying me on this trip. Well, I realised there'd be no chance I'd be able to manage these house negotiations with my baby Japanese, so I had to invest in a translator to help me out. She'll be dealing with the important questions and getting the details from the estate agents, as I just wander around taking videos. It's ideal, really. So what are my requirements during this house hunt? Well, back in Tokyo, it was simple. Be close enough to the city centre so I could get to and from my uni quickly enough while still having somewhere to run. That left one option. Yoyogi. Now in Nanyo, it's a different story. I've got no restrictions. I'm a full-time entertainer, according to the Japanese government and what's written on my visa, so I can live anywhere I want, but I do want to be close to the ND Soft dorm. This is where all the runners live, who I'll be knocking out these sessions with, and they also happen to be right next to the bullet train station for quick access up and down the country, although it's still over a 2-hour trek to Tokyo, so it's not exactly Shinjuku level accessibility. I guess I was spoiled for choices when I was looking around apartments in Tokyo, as I quickly realised the biggest challenge in the countryside would actually be finding anywhere available in the first place. Nanyo has a population of 30,000 and there was only about 10 apartments in total in the whole city that were up for rent. Now I thought I'd be moving into a palace up here in the countryside since rent is so unbelievably cheap, but alas, these pads weren't exactly what I had in mind. Still about double the size of my Tokyo shoebox, but not exactly the monastery fit for a marathon monk. Until, wait, what's this we have here? A singular house, costing the same as a 1-bedroom flat in Tokyo. And I mean, yes, it was no warmer than outside and I nearly caught frostbite just walking around it, but the potential was there. I could see the vision, so much room for activities. The office upstairs where my YouTube videos come to life. The Japanese tatami mat bedroom with space for an altitude tent. The living room, or training centre as I'd call it, with a sauna, treadmill, and all the space for rice bag squats that a man could want. Could this be the monk mansion that I dreamed of? All right, so we've been round one estate agent. He showed us maybe 3 or 4 different places. And the main one that I'm excited about is the house. It's like the only house in the whole of Nanyao. There's only one house available. I guess because everyone wants the crib instead of the apartments. It's not like Tokyo where there's loads of people always moving around and leaving and stuff. But we've still got one more viewing later with a different estate agent who are going to take us around a few more after lunch. Then we'll make the call, assess the different options, and then potentially at the end of today, lock in, confirm the Nanyao move. So these could be my new ends very soon. Had some great work from my translator here. Yeah, I didn't understand anything the estate agent was saying.
You just stopped working.
Oh yeah, I went into panic mode. Or it's like when the Japanese becomes too difficult, I just shut down completely. So I was switched off. I was just getting some videos of the house. Yeah. Just sort of nodding along like, so. Yeah, this is the vibe. A little bit different to Tokyo. And different to when I showed Nanyao last year during the mini training camp stint. Comparing it to those videos I took last time was in autumn. Oh, this is it, yeah. So we got a video here last time. I guess I'll put a clip in now of what it looked like before. But first, I've quickly got a bomb to drop. So after breaking the internet in the last video with my return to rapping, it's only right that we go round 2. We're coming back for more. With that beat, I am about to go off. Oh geez, you are not ready. Wait, hold up. Switch up. No sound of music, a rule from the cellar. Told him no problem, I'll go a cappella. Rap to Japan can't be tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. About NordVPN, there's the malware protection, keeping you safe from a dodgy connection. Smooth when I'm browsing and smooth when I sing. These are a few of my favorite things. Changing my region when travel's restricting. Streaming the shows that my apps are evicting. Using my link to save money, ka-ching. These are a few of my favorite things. When the net lags, when a site's blocked, when there's risky ads, I simply remember about NordVPN, and then I don't feel so sad. Oh jeez, what am I doing? So I'd only seen Nanyao before in November time, but from December through to March, the frozen blanket takes over. And that's why you saw me training with the ND Soft team in Chiba next to Tokyo, because up here, it's almost completely unrunnable over winter. But that wasn't gonna stop me trying later again that day. As I'm running along here, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, am I mental, like moving here? Kind of thinking, oh, am I making a terrible decision? I've got this great option, like the Suzuki team, they're super open to me joining. I could move over there to Hamamatsu. It's like normal weather, same as Tokyo, running year round, no problem. And then I'm choosing to move up here into fucking snowstorm central where I'm slipping around on ice here. What am I doing? But yeah, weighing up the pros and cons, like it's a hard call, and the Suzuki team are great. They've got some awesome runners, but I think the ND Soft boys are just like a little step up where I know that I'm the kind of runner that reacts so well to a team. I'm like a mega responder. So I want to join in with the best team possible and one that suits my training style as well. And so ND Soft tick all the boxes. They basically do the same type of sessions and high mileage weeks that I've been doing ever since moving to Japan. So I can keep this style of training that's worked for me, but just level up the quality of the sessions through having training partners that are fast to me and the guidance of some unreal coaches. So the problem I ran into when I moved to Tokyo, I was like a 238 guy training with sub 220 runners. And within about a month of training with them, I was the quickest in the group. Every week I'm probably gaining 1-2 minutes of fitness over the marathon. Obviously that's easier to do when you're slower, and I'm not gonna be quite doing the same now, but I still think I want guys in that 206, 207 range. Because my long-term goal isn't just to break 210 for the marathon. That's a great checkpoint and something to work towards, but in the end, I want to see how far I can go with running and try to represent GB in the marathon. Then eventually move up to the ultras and try to take down some records. So if I'm training with guys that have run the Olympic qualifying standard, then that's the best way to get there myself. For me to unlock the next level, I think this is the place to be. That's a sacrifice you gotta make. couple rough months, but you know what, I can go on training camps, I can get on the dreaded treadmill if needed, I can survive this peak winter. If it means having a bunch of legends to train with, because the ND Soft runners aren't just rapid, they're great lads as well. The team are especially outgoing for Japanese guys and welcomed me straight away from the first time we met. So they've got that top class banter, as we saw from the training camp videos, so it'll be good getting stuck in here. And even with the language barrier, we can still have some good chat. And you know what, this isn't too bad. I'm still ticking along nicely at 4:30 Ks, so this is the Marathon Monk training arc. It starts now. Now after the run, there was only one way to cure the frostbite and kickstart the recovery process. Enter the onsen. These magical healing baths are a staple for every Japanese runner. After checking around, I realised that I had this whole place to myself, so I even managed to whip out the cam for this onsen tour footage. I usually find them way too hot and I come out with 3rd-degree burns looking like a lobster. But having the icy cold air outside to cool you off at the same time was dreamy. I could get used to this. But with one final extravaganza of a meal here, my time was up. I feel like I'm going to miss this scram when I go back to surviving on raw egg rice bowls. But at least I finally locked in my new home. So it's time to officially become a local geezer. Welcome to the Monk Mansion, out here in the sticks of Yamagata, Nanyo City. It's fair to say we've hit a bit of an upgrade. For the same price of rent as my tiny little shoebox apartment in Tokyo, I've managed to get an entire crib out here. Unreal, you cannot beat the Japanese countryside. Let's give it a little tour. I mean, obviously nothing's set up. I don't even know how to deal with all this. Like, where do I even start? I've got everything I actually own on earth in this room right here. Just endless boxes and stuff. The main thing was getting the aircon on because it is bloody freezing in here. Already, this section right here is bigger than my entire Tokyo apartment, but we're just getting started. Through here, obviously you've got the sauna tent as well. That made the trip. This is the Japanese style room. Oh, look at that. I love the vibe of this, like the old school Japanese washitsu, it's called, like Japanese style room. And then upstairs, this is where the office is gonna be. God, the last time I visited here, this whole place was snowed over. You couldn't even see the roof. The only issue is, at the moment, there's no aircon in here, so it's absolutely freezing, like completely unlivable right now. So I'm gonna have to get an aircon installed, maybe up there, and then can turn this into the RTJ suite right here. It is slightly overwhelming to know how I go about setting stuff up. Like, I've managed to get electricity, water and gas. The next big thing is the internet. So I don't know if I'll even be able to get a video out for the next couple of weeks because that seems like a bit of a challenge. Could take a while to get things set up. And then I've just got to try and organize this whole place, work out where everything goes. I think there's a few more procedures with the house, different forms and stuff. This is the issue. No one here speaks a word of English. And when it comes to complicated stuff like this, I'm just so lost. But I guess we're nearly there and it's now time to pimp out the crib. This is where the fun bit starts. I can customize this place, turn it into an absolute palace. And luckily I was met with a warm welcome from the locals straight away. So I just popped out to the shops. I came back and this guy was waiting outside my house and he's just dropped off a little bag of something. I'm not exactly sure if he's a neighbor or some salesman in the area. He seemed to somehow know I'd just moved in and gave me this bag of goodies. Let's see what it is. The only English on this just says night cheer. Kurosechin. Kurosechin. What does that mean? Ceramido. Ceramido. I'll have to do the old picture translate in a second. Where's my phone? As I said before, my reading ability is so bad. Reading in Japanese is so difficult. You know, like we see in English, you've got what, 26 maybe letters in the alphabet. In Japanese, there's effectively tens of thousands. So people are illiterate until they're about 18. Like, you still can't read and write. It's so many of these symbols that make it absolutely impossible. Good quality sleep, eye focus, support your work, diet is the main, anti-drying skin. Man, it does it all, this bad boy. Looks like we've got a few of these in here, but yeah, I'm confused why he's dropped it off. If he's selling them, if he's just a friendly neighbor, if he thinks I could do with a little vitamin boost. Oh, hello, this one looks good. A picture of a guy with some knee pain. And this is bang on. I was suffering with the old patella tendonitis. Seems like this is the magic formula here. You know what, I thought I might as well give this knee one a go right now. Let's try it out. It just looks like milk. Shake this bad bit up, see if this does absolute wonders. I can't have that patella tendonitis coming back, so I need this to ward it off. Bottoms up, let's go. I don't think I've ever had anything like that. Almost like milk mixed with kind of citrus. A fruity milk. Oh, I can feel my knees regenerating as we speak. The legs are feeling good. We're in business. The mega milk has sorted me right out. It's a great start. I'm being gifted free presents already. Oh, we're in for a proper adventure here in Nanyo. And it got me thinking actually, you know, I have all those rice bags, like all those prizes that I won from races. I've got about 60 kg still. I'm never gonna use it. I use the packet microwave rice. I'm thinking, give it to all my neighbors around here so I can set a good impression. Rice here is so valuable. I feel like they love it. It's like a great little present. So I'm gonna dish that out, get in the neighbors' good books. So hopefully they don't think, oh shit, we've got this foreigner moving right next to us, because I'll literally be probably the only foreigner in this whole town. So if you wanna see what shenanigans I get up to, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But this has been Jake with Run to Japan. I'll catch you in the next one. Remember, train harder, not smarter.